Hey everyone, the chaplain here, coming to you with a little Axis and Allies BBR3, playing with my friend Lieutenant Dan. I'm going to make a quick correction to those of you that have been following. We are adding one house rule to this game. Now, we're playing BB3, and we are going to add Pagan's diplomacy rule. The video that Pagan has is old. He has since play tested it and revised it, and so here are the quick revisions. Countries can only spend 2 IPCs per turn to influence the diplomacy bag. You cannot draw from the bag until turn 4, and if you are not at war, you cannot contribute pro your side. So US and Russia cannot contribute pro-allied chips. They can only contribute neutral chips. I am curious to see how this plays out now. So we have, Dana and I together have fixed, with the help of Pagan, our count in our diplomacy bag, and we're going to move forward. Turkey is back to strict neutral because it's not turn 4 yet, so nobody has drawn for it, and that is that. So here we go with US and China. The US had 52 to spend, so they are buying 2 diplomacy chips. They already spent 4 on tech, buying an aircraft carrier, a miner factory, and a strategic bomber, and 2 infantry. That is all my money. I'm saving none. So, I'm just getting this out of the way real quick. Here we go. I'm not at war, so there's no combat to be had. I'm going to leave my units in the Philippines alone. They're not going to retreat, even though that pesky Japanese sub and 2 transports are... Oh, wait, it's not just that. Nope, Dan moved every ship he could, which is represented right there. Except for that sub, which is blocking my Lend-Lease that I don't actually collect right now. Here we go. I have a transport here. I'm going to non-com him up. I'm going to non-com this one down with an infantry and artillery. So I'll actually just take the chip down to Hawaii. Then I'm going to move the battleship, the cruiser, destroyer. There's a fighter and a fighter. All right, and this whole carrier to Hawaii. I'm going to non-com this plane into the sea, and this fighter from Washington will fly 1, 2, 3 into the sea. Ha! Imperial March. Thank you, Spotify. Right there. Just got done watching the Imperial Japan video, so this strategic bomber is going to pick up an infantry, and we're going to fly all the way to San Francisco. No big deal. Then I'm going to move these 3 mech over into Western. Now, for placement. All right. Are you ready? Real easy. Placement of units. Carrier goes here. These planes get to land on him. That was 1 unit placed there. But I'm going to place my strategic bomber and infantry here in the Midwest. And then my miner factory that I built is going to go into Alaska. I saved no money. I don't collect NOs. I'll collect 52. China. China's in a pickle. China got hurt. We lost Yunnan, Hunan. He walked into Chahar and Anhui. Those were expected. He does have a significant stack of planes, and he's also got 6 infantry in Yunnan. So I've thought about attacking. The only problem for me is that I'm afraid with all of his planes in Guangxi that he will just annihilate me. So I'm thinking about giving him the road. So while I continue to ponder that, I'll let you know I had 12 IPCs to spend as China. So I'm purchasing 4 infantry. And I think what I'm gonna do, as much as it pains me, I'm not going to attack anything. Oh, jeez. I'm just gonna consolidate 2 infantry from Suyugan into Shenxi, 2 from Kuaichao into Shenxi. My 6 infantry from Sichuan are going to move up. This makes 11 infantry in Shenxi. Scoot in there. I'll put 1, 2, 3 horses right there. And the plane. Well, why don't you just consolidate into Kuaichao? It's worth more. Well, it's way too close to all his units for 1. For 2, no, I'm good. And then I'll place my new units. So I just realized I didn't do a disposition of forces for America, so I'll do that now. These are all going to go up here into Shenxi with everyone else. I don't like using chips for my Chinese pieces for some reason. There are 15 infantry in Shenxi, 1 fighter, and 3 cavalry. So, yep. I don't collect my NO. I will collect 8. And that's China. All right, really quick disposition for America. In 101, cruiser transport, Eastern U.S., 2 AAA, artillery, infantry, central tank, 2 infantry, and a strat bomber. Philippines, destroyer, sub, plane, 2 infantry, Hawaii. On the island itself, 3 infantry, 2 fighters, artillery in the sea zone, 2 cruisers, 2 destroyers, sub, transport, and battleship. Sea zone 10, transport, and a fully loaded carrier with 2 fighters. I also have a carrier in 26 with a fighter and a tactical. In Western U.S., 2 infantry, 4 mechanized, 2 AAAs, and a strategic bomber. So that was U.S. Since my U.S. and China video didn't take nearly as long as I thought, I'm going to go ahead and throw my UK video in. So this is UK turn 1. We had 38 to spend, so we paid into our tech. Bought 2 chips. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infantry, a destroyer, and a tank. All of my money I saved, none. In the Pacific, this battleship is going home to 39. My wife was down here helping me process. She doesn't want to play, but she wanted to hang out for a minute, so that was cool. I'm going to take this transport with an infantry. I'll just take the chip, and an artillery. Transport them 1, 2, 3 into 76 to attack Ethiopia. The infantry from Anglo-Egypt, Sudan is coming in as well. I'm going to bring the cruiser down for a bombard. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, not happening. Oh no. There's going to be a lot of editing. This infantry is going to walk over. Technically a combat. I'm going to twist a little here to get into the med. Okay. Strategic bomber is going to take off from London, fly into Sea Zone 110. That's 1. Normandy is 2, Southern France is 3, 93 is 4, 94 is 5, 96 is 6 moves, and his 7th move he can land in Malta, so he will have 1 left. We're going to hit this Italian Navy here real quick. I'm going to bring this mech down to Ethiopia. This destroyer's coming over here. The fighter's coming out. And he'll have a move of 3 left. Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? I think I do. I'm going to send the tactical bomber, this artillery, this tank, these 2 infantry into Tobruk. This transport, if that naval battle succeeds, will bring this infantry and artillery. Mark that. Okay, there's that. I think that's it for combat on this side. Over here, I'm going to send from 109 into 106 to attack that sub. I'm going to send 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 fighters. So they'll all have a ton of moves left. They're going to land in London, so I'm not going to bother putting a marker out. This fighter can go 1, 2, 3, and 4. He can land on Malta. You didn't see any of that. This fighter in Gibraltar is going to join the sea battle, and he'll have 1 left. So I'm going to take instead the fighter from Malta and bring him 1, 2 into this battle, and he'll have 2 left. So swap that around a little bit. And I think that is all of my combat. So, okay, let's do this sea battle. Probably the only time you'll be able to see the battle I'm doing and the dice. So I have a 2 attacking and he has a 1 defending. And since they're different colors, I'm just gonna throw them at the same time. Gotta get my fancy dice cup. So my destroyer at 2, his sub at 1. That's a hit, that's a miss. So, sub is gone, victory. Next, let's do the sea battle. He has a destroyer, so 1 at 2. I have a strategic bomber, so that'll be 2 at 2. I also have a destroyer coming into that, so that's another 2. And a fighter, which is a 3. So, back to the tray. Strat bomber gets 2. Destroyer, fighter. 3 hits, so he gone. He does have a destroyer, which is a 2. That's a miss. There you go. All right. So those pesky guys are gone. Okay. Come on, dude. Just, okay. Jeez. Let's go ahead and do Tobruk. So I have 3 infantry, but 2 of them are upgraded because of my 2 artillery. I have a fighter at 3, a tank at 3, but I'm going to target select his tank. So let's do that first. Target select the tank. Hit. Beautiful. out you go. Okay, so I have 3 infantry. 2 of them are upgraded by my 2 artillery, fighter, and a tank. 1 stinking hit. Okay, 1 hit. He has 3 infantry, 1 artillery, and a mech. So I hit him once, and he hits me twice. Okay? I'll lose 2 infantry, and he'll lose an infantry. So, I have 2 artillery and an infantry. I have a tactical, a tank, and a fighter. That one's leaning too bad. I'll re-roll it. That's a hit, so 3 more hits. Sweet. He'll have 1 unit left. He has 2 infantry, an artillery, and a mech. I hit him 3, he hits me once. I'll take it. I'll lose an infantry, and he will only have an artillery left. Sweet. So I have 2 artillery, tank, fighter, tactical. 2 hits, I only needed 1, so he's out of there. And then his defense is a miss. Okay. So, that is mine, and I'll land these planes. 1, 2, so he'll have 2 left as well. Okay? I kind of quickly glossed over this. I'll have 3 planes, he'll have 1 damaged battleship. So I'll throw them all together. 1, 2, 3 fighters. 3 fighters. And his damaged battleship. I hit him, he missed. So, battleship is gone. And all those planes will just land right there. No bigs. Cool. Let's see here. The next battle we can do is Ethiopia. So I will have 2 infantry, a mechanized artillery, and an offshore shot. And he will have 2 infantry and an artillery. So, my 2 infantry, my artillery supporting a mech, and my offshore shot. There's only 1 hit. 1. Cool. He has 2 infantry and an artillery defending. Hit me twice. So my infantry are gone. And he will lose 1 infantry. Alright, let's try this again. I only have 2 at 2 now. My offshore is gone. 1 hit. It's in the corner, so I just want to make sure you saw it. Then his defense. 1 hit. So it is my artillery versus his artillery. Of course. My artillery missed. His artillery hit. So we are retreated. Ethiopia did not fall. Poop. Okay. The rest of this is non-combat. So, all right. This transport is going to move from 109 into 106. This AAA is coming down. landing planes. Stinking Ethiopia. I took Tobruk. Oh, I used the wrong marker. I took Tobruk with a force. I should have brought more in. I'm going to bring him over and land this fighter that had 2 and this fighter that had 1. The tactical that was in Tobruk has 2 left. Nope, I just realized what I did. Shoot. He'll land in Egypt. 1, 2. The guy with 1 move left will land on the carrier. This bomber that had 1 move left will have to land on Malta. And the fighter that came from 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fighter from Gibraltar had 1 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can do that. I didn't think that through. Move coffee at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, the bomber's on Malta, sorry. I'm gonna rail these guys up. 1, 2, 3 into Kenya. That's a good idea. I'm gonna move this destroyer 1, 2, 3 into 83. That's mine. 1, 2, 3. No, he'll just move over. He'll move back. Stay there. I think that's it. Let's do a quick disposition. British destroyer in 83. Cruiser and transport in 76. 2 infantry in Kenya. Tactical bomber in Egypt. Tank and 2 artillery in Tobruk. Fully loaded carrier with fighters in 98. Destroyer and transport off the coast of Malta. In Malta, infantry. AAA bomber in 106. I've got a destroyer and a transport. In London itself, I have 3 fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AAA, 2 infantry, and a mechanized. Scotland is empty. Eastern Iran has an infantry. Calcutta has 5 infantry, 2 fighters, 3 AAAs, 1 tactical bomber. Season 39 destroyer and battleship. Burma 2 infantry. Hong Kong 2 infantry. Malaya 3 infantry. And I think that's it. I always do this. I tell you what I dispose my forces and then I place. That's my bad. Alright, let's put these guys down somewhere. Destroyer's gonna go into 109. I'm gonna place a tank and 2 infantry in South Africa. Stand up. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry into Calcutta. If they can stand up. Probably not. Why don't you just use chips? Because I don't want to right now. Okay. If I missed anything, let me know. Kids are trying to nap upstairs. I'm trying to be quietish. But I will boost the audio and edit out all the coughs. Haha. Let me know if I missed anything. I'm the chaplain. I'll be praying for you guys. My sincerest apologies. Completely forgot to update you on the IPC situation. UK has 38. They saved none. And then as far as NOs go, we are at war in Europe. So we do collect this one. So I will have 43 to spend on my next turn. Sorry about that.